Hello, and welcome to another Elevated Marketing Chat. My name is Jennifer Denny. I am the owner of Elevated Marketing Solutions, based here in Indianapolis, but we handle clients all over, and we've been doing this chat since 2019. We're all about solutions here, so we like to discuss data-driven digital marketing that will help your business grow. So if you are here, put your comments in there, share. We certainly appreciate that. So today we're going to talk about native advertisement. And you've probably heard the term and you're probably not aware, or maybe you are because you're a marketer, fully aware that native advertisement is all around you. So let's do our quote of the day, and let me get it up on the screen. So you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. So what that means is basically it's like a muscle, like creativity is a muscle, and the more that you use it, like you're just going to get better and better at it. I know sometimes people feel like you're either born with creativity or you're not born with creativity. It's obviously a lot easier for some people to actually just be creative, but once you get into that zone, you can start to be more creative. So, all right, well, let's talk about native ads. And first of all, let's just define it. It's basically ads that are cohesive with the design, look, and feel of the page or feed that they are placed on. Like that's the basic definition, is they blend in. You might not even know that they are ads. The key is that it's a less disruptive type of marketing. Prior to the online world, we would have actually looked at this as a product placement. So now we call these native advertisement, and you can see them all over on your social media feeds, search engine results page, content online. We're going to go through lots of different ways. One of the other really big main differences is in the design of the ad and what you actually put in the ad. So it is a pull versus push type marketing. Push marketing is when you have these offers and sensational headlines and you're just trying to get them to click through. Native advertisement is really taking like the educational approach and teaching you about their products and services. And that is a huge difference. Sometimes we get clients or situations where they want to do that pull type advertisement where, you have an offer and, you're just getting them to pull through. Not saying that doesn't work, just saying that native advertisement that takes the educational approach actually can be clicked on up to 10 times more. And this is because they're not being sold. They just want to understand your product or service, and maybe you're solving a certain solution with them with your native advertisement. And that's the whole point, is it's kind of, I would say, like a soft sell. It's definitely not a new marketing trend. Like I said before, you're used to seeing it in product placement, in movies and what have you. It's definitely out there. It's engaging. People are more likely to trust a brand that is using native advertisement because, again, they don't feel like they are being sold. So, one thing that native advertisement can help with, though, is ad fatigue. When somebody knows something is an ad, they, get tired of it. They, it's an advertisement. It looks a lot more like it, and it's that push, versus the pull. It's extremely affordable though too, with like the cost per click on native advertisement. It's not nearly as much money. And so when you can constantly put this educational type material out in front of people, you're not going to have that ad fatigue. It's not going to cost you as much, and you're going to have more people up at the top of the funnel that are somewhat interested in your product or service. And that's where a great remarketing campaign comes in to help with that. So where do you see this native advertisement? Actually, by definition, the ads that are on a Google search result page, over the years, they become more and more harder to tell that they are actually ads. And so that is by definition what a native advertisement is. The other place that you see it quite often is in your social media feed. Now, some people make their ads pretty obvious that it's an ad, but other people use it the way that I believe that you should if you have a longer sales cycle, is from a native sense, and that the ad is there, but you don't really know that it's an ad. Like, it's providing some sort of educational content or something that's intriguing enough to get people to the next step. Now, when you're selling widgets and you're selling shoes and you're selling, some sort of retail item, that's a different story. That is where it would be good to use that kind of push type marketing. And it also is very good at the end of the funnel when somebody is already, familiar with your brand and you shoot them with an offer. But the most popular place that you will find native advertisement is actually going to be on content sites. So you might see a lot of times, like BuzzFeed is actually a really good example, and any kind of news outlet, Fox or CNN or wherever is actually full of native advertisement. You will see different types of ads on there, and you might not even notice when you scroll down to the bottom and you're looking at what you think is like the next article in line. Those are actually native ads, and they're most popularly put out by two different platforms. There is Outbrain, and then there is Taboola. So both really great platforms to run this type of advertisement. Again, for top of funnel, inexpensive clicks, bring them into your funnel to be able to do the remarketing either with email marketing or with additional ads. And, the two different platforms operate a little differently. So Taboola can be a little bit more direct response. They have high quality content, lots of different options there, and there is video, there is a Giphy, there's just regular images, so there's lots of different placements there. And then Outbrain prides itself on what they call highly engaged placements, like Mashable, MSNBC, CNN, Fox News. So both of them, though, have very large networks of different websites that are out on the internet in order to place ads on there. So how can you target with these ads? Well, it's the internet, so there are lots of different ways to target. Your usual suspects, geo-targeting, interest targeting, so, based on first-party data that they own, you can make sure that your content is, or the user has certain interest. You can also target based on attributes that the user, so the person that's browsing online, has certain. And you can do contextual targeting. What that means is that the article or where the ad is being placed has to do with a certain topic or industry. So let's say you're heating and air company and we are on a DIY website that is talking about how to fix this or fix that, you could have an ad there, a native ad that goes into, all the things that could go wrong, and then, lead to you being able to help them with that. Or just simple helpful tips to talk about, where can they troubleshoot to know that they actually have a problem and they potentially need to call an expert. So that would be an excellent way to use native ads in order to get someone familiar with that you can help them with their product or service. So why does this matter? Well, we just lightly touched on it, with the way things are going, with there being less ability to actually target by audience targeting and by that attribute targeting. So a lot of that is happening right now. And so this is a very good answer to those issues that are going on. And I'm talking about the iOS 14 update. I'm talking about the removal of cookies online. Because you can do contextual targeting and you can have your ad placed on an article that would be relevant to your industry, you can still get that valuable placement, and you're not just placing your ad, everywhere in kind of a spray and pray, which really can take your marketing back and cost you a lot of money. So native advertisement is a great answer to what is going on with all of that. So, as far as who needs it, anyone can use this. I don't think it gets brought up enough. I think sometimes, you're trying to split ad budget between multiple platforms and you're trying to decide what's the best. And so often it's not brought up as much. I'm going to sneeze and I'm going to save myself from sneezing. So, many people don't like advertisement. They don't like to be sold, but they like content. So when you can provide content to someone that is of helpful, useful value, and you can use native ads to kind of draw somebody in, it's going to be less obtrusive and you're going to have more people inviting to your brand. There's going to be less of a quote-unquote negative impact if you're constantly pushing on someone with, this Billy Mays type offer. Again, not saying that it doesn't work, but there's a time and place for different types of marketing. So that is going to be it for today. We certainly have a blog post on this, and you can learn more by going to our website at elevatedmarketing.solutions. We are certainly all over on social media: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, and of course we have a email list that you can certainly get on and be able to see all of this content inside of your inbox if you're unable to watch these shows when they go live. So next time, I kind of alluded to it here at the end, but we're going to talk about the importance of a digital marketing strategy for ad platforms. A lot of times people are just like, I want Google ads, I want Facebook ads, and they're not aware of why to choose Facebook ads, why to choose Google ads, and more importantly, why to choose a lot of these other platforms. There's certainly a strategy that goes along with that, and here at Elevated, we think that through and come up with the best plan. So, all right, take care, and I hope you have an awesome day.